Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of ABS. I gotta say, my people are back. We missed you, Yazzie and Timani.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And not only did Yazzie come back, she came back with a new hair, honey.
You already know.
Looking beautiful.
Looking beautiful.
The one and only always lays my hair. She's amazing.
And it's hers because she has the receipt.
You're right, Carl. You're right about that.
I'm sorry, I just had to say that.
Thank you, Charlie.
But how you guys been though?
Good.
Good.
And you see T-Money, I like his look too. I like the
know.
glasses and
Like
the
switching it up.
Looking like shmoney.
ladies' man.
You know, I'm just looking like where I'm coming from, London. You know.
Thank you guys for joining us today. Welcome back to ABS, another episode. Last week, there were a lot of things on the blogs, and we're just here to break things down for you guys, okay? So, Timani,
Yeah.
Ivy,
Hello.
Yazzie, Dio, are you guys ready?
Yes,
Yes.
All
ready.
right, so
Ready.
let's break it down. Take it away.
Too much for me. You know, I don't like talking about artists, but unfortunately, I'm always the one that gets to talk about artists, and I'm an artist. This time around is about the famous duo that we all know in the world, P Square. Has anybody heard about the P Square saga lately?
Did we? It's everywhere I go, like everybody's talking
Everywhere.
about it.
It's crazy. It's
you
getting
break
me
it down?
worked up. Yeah, I will. I'll try as much as I can to destroy the story. But what happened is, P Square, we all know they have a saga right now. And they've been fighting for a long time. It's not new anymore. Sometimes we're like, oh, it's over, thank God. And all of a sudden, the fire comes up again. So recently, there's fire on the mountain, run.
What happened?
As in, this one is so serious to the extent that Peter of P Square actually sent a letter through their lawyer for termination of contract.
Wow.
He says, I no do again, I don't tire.
So basically what you're saying is P
Don't
Square
tire.
is no more. The group P Square, they're not going to be singing anymore.
For now, that's what the story is, because he sent an open letter and we got to see the letter on Linda Ikeji blog, and he gave his reasons why he doesn't want to be a part of the P Square anymore.
But I have a question, because I always thought that P Square was two guys, and then through all this saga, I've been seeing a picture floating around with three guys that look identical. So are they
Yeah.
triplets? Are they?
No, the truth is, Peter and Paul are twin brothers.
Okay.
They are P
Jude
Square.
is their elder brother
Okay.
and their manager.
Got
so
it. Okay.
from the point of inception, he has always been their manager. That's why you
Okay.
don't get to see him in the picture.
Okay.
He's their elder brother. So somehow, when they started, I think they didn't do any proper arrangement in terms of contract, because it's a family thing.
family
You know,
business.
family thing now. You know how it is. I like you. Let's do this thing, brother. Whatever. That's how they started. So somewhere along the line, they started having issues with percentage. You know, when you start small. The money is not big. You don't see the bigger picture. You feel like, yeah, whatever, let's do it. Then when the big money starts coming in, that's when you start thinking like, am I getting enough?
Okay.
So wait, during the open letter to Linda Ikeji, he talked about the money.
He didn't talk about money. He said that they have a lot of fights and they have a lot of misunderstanding. And he said the elder brother has threatened his wife on several occasions and his family, and says that if he comes to his brother's house, that he will go home with a casket. It's that bad.
So
It's
people
not
are
a joke.
threatening each other.
Brothers,
threatening
brothers.
each other.
Like
Yeah.
Jude said he's gonna kill Peter. I don't know. Paul didn't say anything about it.
So the conflict seems to be between the manager brother and the other brother.
It's in fact it's the three of them.
It's all three of them.
The problem is Peter, whenever they have a fight, listen, whenever they have a fight, Peter is always on this side and then the other one's on the other side. So that's already a problem. You know, there's a division. Paul, the one who's got dread, is always with the brother, the elder brother, on his
Okay.
side. Why Peter is always left alone.
Alone.
So they always call him Mr. P.
I can relate to that. I feel, siblings always fight. I feel the same way. Me, my brother, my sister, we always fight. And I definitely always think my sister's on my brother's side, always. I'm always the loner. But, family is family. You have to fight and get over it. They don't need to make it public. I think it's really bad that they bring it out in the public. They're great artists. They've broken a lot of records. People don't realize they're Afrobeat pioneers. I remember them from like 2004, 2005.
Yeah, they've been in the game for
They
like
were
18 years
doing
plus.
they were doing big things. They were coming to America to perform. So I think they need to maybe first of all get a new manager, because I don't know how I feel about the big brother being that can kind of bring conflict. Just find a different position for him.
That's the point, because
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why Peter wants the group to go their separate ways. He always points on the fact that they need a different manager. They can't have their elder brother manage them, whatever. He even said that he was threatened last year to sign a new contract that P Square belongs to him, Paul, and Jude.
Which is
was not the
incorrect.
agreement in the first place.
Yeah.
Because being a manager, you're not supposed to have an equal percentage
Of course not.
of whatever they make as artists. We all know that when we have managers, an artist manager
is it,
could make
30%?
30%, 20%.
Yeah.
But now that it's a joint as an acceptance that P Square belongs to three of them, it's like a 50-50-50 kind of thing.
And that's not fair.
That's not
And
fair.
Jude just sits down in the house, watches beautiful TV with the family, and check just comes in. Boom, boom. Oh, $30,000, you know? But Peter and Paul are up there in the stage, day and
Performing.
night, practicing, performing, touring.
I
And
mean-
what even happened lately, the greatest one that even shocked me now is that they're supposed to be on their US tour right now.
And because they're fighting,
Busy
there's
fighting.
no tour.
They said Paul actually pulled out from the tour without even telling Peter about it.
I'm just here sitting down waiting for Yazzie to say that this is a publicity, because every time we talk about celebrities doing crazy things, no, seriously, can
That's
we talk?
true, Yazzie.
No, can we
Sometimes
talk?
it's real.
No, can we talk? Hold on. Every time we have conversations about celebrities doing crazy things, you two always come up with, oh, it's a publicity, and shut it down. But now today, it's all like, oh, I hope they come back. It's brothers. Like, I'm shocked, but this is my opinion on this, though.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna break up forever. I think they're gonna come back, and they're gonna come back real good with the
Even
good,
stronger, right?
stronger, because where they
They
going?
always do.
You guys are about this. You guys are family. Where you guys going? You guys
Yeah.
are. We've known you guys as
Together.
P Square together. I don't want a song from just him or just him. I want
You
two.
know, they've been performing separately. I've noticed it. I watched the
Oh,
performance.
really?
But I've not been
And
entertained
so
by
when
that.
they
It's
perform separately,
Yes.
do they perform the P Square songs or?
Of course, it's both of their songs.
Yeah.
They have
What they gonna
royalty. They
perform?
both have royalty, so they
they're
can.
also performing their own song. I don't know. It's just boring. I'm watching it one. It's like,
If I was them,
Like,
first
it's
thing
boring.
I would do is get rid of the manager,
Yeah, you have
get a
to.
new manager.
But it
find
can't
a-
happen. That's the problem.
Yes,
You
it
can't just
can.
get rid of the manager because they have signed
It's
a
been
contract.
working all this while.
Exactly.
And you
So
just want to
it's,
change
it's
it?
like a no-go area right now. That's why Peter is not comfortable with the whole situation.
Okay, so honestly, I know that I bet you this is not like their first fight. I
No.
know they probably been
That's why
fighting.
I know
but
they've
I
been
want,
fighting
that's
for
why I
12
want to know
years.
what was the limit. What was like, you know what, this time around, I'm not forgiving you. It's over.
but you know, I guess it's kind of like, you know, when you keep on fighting over and over again, and then each time you get a new fight, isn't it irritating?
Yeah.
They had years of public fights. And why is it always public, like you said, Yazzie? Can they just fight by themselves, silently in a
all
corner?
brothers
in a
and
corner?
sisters fight and make up. Like I have a thing that I
Yeah,
always say to my
ridiculous.
friends. I say, if you consider me to be a sister, girl, we should be able to fight and make up tomorrow because I have siblings and siblings always fight. But
Yeah.
they need to realize they're super duper stars. This is childish. When I saw this, I was like, what? They can't be serious. I saw like a video of them, you know, arguing, threatening.
Yeah, can we
each other.
watch that video?
I was
Do we
like,
have the video?
What's going
Can
on?
we watch that video?
It-
Like,
it was
it's so intense.
horrible. It
We
was
do have that-
horrible.
we do have that
it?
video,
yes.
Then we need to play that video for our viewers to see because I was just so disappointed when I saw that video. Like, you're super duper stars.
Successful. If I call your house, what will happen? Man, bring my coffee. Repeat them again, Jude. Repeat your coffee, come. If I call nigga, you don't have to do it. Repeat it. See, repeat it. In front of your lawyer. Peter, shame on you. In front of your lawyer. Peter, boss say shame on you. No, stop it. Boss say shame on you. In front of your lawyer. I shame you. Down here now. You shame.
Go now, give me a mic.
Beat me, guys.
Oh, go behind me.
Never don't beat me. Come with me. Walk me. Walk with me. My time. What do you do? Beat me, my seat. You want beat me? You want beat me? Beat me, my seat. Now this is idiot. Nigga, I fucking employed you. I employed you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I employed you. Respect you. Beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. You're my idiot. You beat me.
You guys,
That
wasn't funny to y'all.
That was embarrassing.
Listen, they said shame on you like 4 times. grown
I
men,
had-
hold on, grown men, and all you could say is shame on you. That's what like my mom said when I was like 3. But like this is a little sad
But
to
you-
see them argue like
Yeah,
this.
it's
It
very
was.
sad. But there's something that I heard in there. The one of the brothers saying, "I employed you," talking about the manager.
Well, that's
And
true.
yeah, and this is why I'm saying that. I mean, a manager should not be fighting with their artists in this way, shape, or form. And that's why the conflict becomes that because they're brothers. You know, I'm all about you become famous, you become successful, helping family and helping friends. But you have to be very strategic about where you place people. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
the thing
Yeah.
is,
True.
the problem now is even if Peter wants the manager out, Paul is not going to sign. So that's a problem with a duo. Whenever there's a duo, that's why when secondary schools or the grades, what you guys call it back here, when we're talking about partnership and business, they always tell us the good and the bad side of partnership. Because whenever it's partnership, to get out, is war.
Yeah.
Because you need both signatures to always make things work. So, I mean, that's one of the problems they're facing right now.
Being in a group, it's gonna be hard because like
That's why they always break up.
Yeah.
All the best groups always break up. It's rather unfortunate, but they always do.
But this is a duo. These are twin brothers. Where would they go?
they're not going anywhere. But shout out to P Squared. I hope this is not true, and you guys can come back and make more music because that's what it's all about.
I didn't say one thing though. Let me just say one thing before it ends. Somebody there was a popular blog that posted on Twitter, and they sometimes you allow people to vote. So they posted, they say, who should be blamed for the P Square saga? Peter, Paul, the wives. A lot of people had a long vote on the wives. I don't know why.
I heard this some time ago that when they were fighting, that ever since they got married, there's been a lot of disagreements and a lot of fighting.
One said the other one that the mother didn't give her blessing for the girl he got married to before the mother died. The mother doesn't like the girl. We're talking about Peter's wife. She's a beautiful Yoruba lady.
This is just
They need to keep the wives out of this. I think they need to be blamed with what's going on.
And I doubt the wives really have anything to do with it, as Charlie's saying. I doubt it.
They weren't even in that video. None of the wives are there.
No, they can't be there now.
It's just, it's a thing of egos. Men have egos. African men have huge egos, and it's just a bunch of egos crashing. They need to figure it out. They need to, I don't know, just figure it out.
All right, so guys, let's move on to the next story. So have you guys heard about the one corner dance going on?
Oh.
One corner.
So if you haven't heard about the one corner dance, it's basically a guy in a little town in Ghana, Swedro, came up with this song. It's a hit song and it's a hit dance move.
Wait, hold on a second. The guy's from Swedro. Where's Swedro in Ghana?
Swedro, child, you asking me?
Okay.
But it's a little town in Ghana, Swedro, and the guy's name is Patapa. He's
an artist in Ghana.
He's an upcoming artist. He's been working real hard, and as an artist, all you need is just that one hit song. And for him, this is the one hit song. So basically, we're gonna watch the video, and then when we come back, we're gonna talk about it because I want you guys to see exactly what I'm talking about. So let's watch the video.
La France musician, Mr. Loyalty. I say paper, me for my baby. I say they don't, me for me down. I say paper, me for my baby.
Oh my God, we're gonna fix that. So that's the dance, and I love it. The first time I saw it, I was like, what is going on? I need to be part of that party over there. So basically, when you hear that one corner song, all you have to do is run into your one corner. It could be anywhere and start thrusting.
Can you show me? Can you show us?
I will show you, but you have to pay. But basically, you just go and just have fun with it.
How do you do it, Charlie?
You just go one corner. You just go one corner, back to pay, one corner. So there's been a lot of backlash. Like people are saying, it's disgusting. What is going on?
That's an end-time dance.
Yes,
end-time dance.
Hold on.
That's what I call it.
Other people are saying that the guy went to a spiritualist, and that's how the song. Yes, that's how the song became so popular.
No.
So, what do you guys think about this dance? Would you do it?
Well, actually, okay. So I did say it was disgusting. It looked a little gross, but it does look fun. But all the videos I was watching online, guys were doing it under cars. They would crawl underneath the car and hump cars. They were doing it against walls. What I do think is funny about this dance is that at least he's not saying grab a girl and hump her, because there was two girls on stage. They ignored her.
Hump anything you.
Hump anything.
So is that what the one corner means? That was that word before the one corner.
It's just a sound. Like if you hear the word pay, one corner, so run to your corner and start thrusting.
Oh wait, he's not speaking. He's speaking English.
One thing I like about him is he makes his own language. Even before the song, he said something about remission over the coco. Like it's just
Yeah,
his
it has no
language.
meaning. It's
Yeah, it
just
has no meaning.
an
It's
expression.
something that
He's saying nonsense words.
Yes. So everybody, it's just the
Oh.
beat and the dance that is going crazy. Personally, I like it, but there's been a lot of backlash. Sonny Bedu, KKD condemns the dance. So basically, what they said was, he said, it's getting dangerous. I saw someone climb an electric pole. I saw someone climb a tipper truck. I saw another person run under a car.
A moving car.
A moving car.
What?
So basically, what he's saying is that the song and the dance is dangerous and can hurt,
That's
someone.
why I said it's an
I
anti-dance.
saw somebody
Listen,
enter a grave to do the dance.
you see that?
Yes.
So you're humping the grave now. You're humping the grave.
So wait, you said something before though, off camera, where you said
That's what I wanted
it
to
promotes sexual.
What I wanted to say is that is good for somebody to make it and get a hit. We celebrate him. Everybody wants to have a hit and go viral, which is not bad. But you know, there are certain things that have age restrictions. To me, in my own opinion, it's a good song, it's a good dance, it's entertaining. But I just feel like it promotes sexuality, even among underage, because everybody's doing it now. Even kids. One corner, like, what do you know you're doing? What's one corner?
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I kind of look at this as like the shmoney dance.
Yes.
I look at it as like for the D challenge.
Yes.
It's like I saw this for the first time on Moesha Budong's page. She is so stunningly beautiful. And then I saw it on her page and she was just like thrusted. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I just thought it was funny. Like, I wouldn't do it, but I just thought it was funny. And I didn't take it literal. I didn't take it literal meaning like she was literally like horny trying to, jump on a wall. So I just think that it's a viral dance, viral song, like for the D challenge, like the shmoney dance. It's trending, it's fun. The most important thing though is to keep it safe. Like the artist needs to say that on his social media. He needs to let people know, do not go on the cars.
It's not for everybody.
You know what I mean? Because it can get dangerous. But apart from that, it's fun. I saw it on some artists. I saw it on some females' pages. And I just thought like, well, I wouldn't do it. But I was just like, I was laughing. I'm like, oh my God, what is this?
But even this for the D challenge you just talked about, which is not a topic now. How would you feel if you get into your house, for example, and you find your little daughter who's 7 years rapping to a camera, I'll go hard for the D. And what does she know about the D? You understand?
That could be anything.
So this song is a good one, it's viral, but I'm just talking about the age restriction. Is it for everybody?
Well, the thing is, this is just a viral challenge.
Yeah.
Like, little kids, like, when I was a kid, I was singing hard. My mom did not understand. She bought me Little Kim CD, and she didn't listen to it before she gave it to me. And I was rapping like, that's what you do. You're a little kid. You don't know anything. Like, yes, you don't know anything.
Listen, my son loves music. I mean, of course, I don't allow him to listen to explicit things.
Yeah.
But he does like all the dances, dab, and everything. And he's a straight A student. He doesn't understand. It's not literal. I mean, you just have to monitor it. You know what I mean?
It's not going to have any effect on your education. I'm just saying the message, like country where I come from, Nigeria, we always control content. It's already viral in Nigeria, don't get me wrong. Even in Mavin Studio House,
this song,
Ricardo
this
Banks, Don Jazzy, his people were dancing
Doing
the
one
song.
song.
Yeah, in the
it's a
studio,
fun
even in the
thing.
club.
Listen, I don't want any other African countries to comment on this dance, talking about, because I saw a lot of posts that said, oh, Ghanaians are going crazy, Ghanaians are idiots.
Oh, come on.
No,
I
hold
know-
on.
That's wrong.
Let us worry about that, because right now there's a lot of bad things happening in so many countries, so many civil war going on. So if this is our problem, we'll take it. We'll take that crazy dance. At least we're happy and we're doing crazy. There's no war going on. If this is the craziest thing you guys have seen Ghanaians do, we'll take it. We'll take that one corner dance.
You know what? Even like, I know in Ivory Coast and a lot of other African countries, their regular dances is way explicit than that.
Exactly, Mapuka, Apilike,
way worse than
way
that.
worse than that.
This is fun.
The
it's
ladies
a
even
joke.
go naked.
Yeah, I mean, did you even see someone like who's so intellectual? Someone like Issa Rae, Sana Lathan. They were all doing the D challenge. It was just for the fun of it.
It's fun.
You know, people were trying to come at them like, listen, leave us Africans and us black women alone. Like, we already got it going on.
I think the idea of it, people swear they're better than certain things.
We all get the D.
That's it. I'm doing the one corner challenge
Come on,
this
Charlie,
weekend.
do it.
This weekend I'm doing
Have a
it.
baby shower.
One corner. I'm doing it, okay? And you can follow me on Instagram. I'll do it and post it. All right. But
You know what? Since we're speaking about like African music and African dances and all, let's get into our next topic, which I'm sure you guys have all heard about. So talking about African music from different cultures and everything and what's going on in Africa with Afro beats. I am sure you guys heard about this. Young Paris and Mr. Easy beefing over the word Afrobeat.
here we go again.
So if you guys, you heard about it, Ivy?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So basically, you know, they're going back and forth at it, which I'm surprised because they're friends. They've performed before, Mr. Easy and
Young Paris.
Young Paris. Young Paris is from Congo. He's an Afrobeat artist, but he's based in New York. And as we all know, Mr. Easy is half Ghanaian, half Nigerian, based all over the world, doing amazing things. So Young Paris is saying that Mr. Easy keeps calling his sound Afrobeat, as in AFROBEAT, Afrobeat. Young Paris is saying that Mr. Easy should not call his music Afrobeat, that Mr. Easy should call his music Afrobeats. AFROBEATS. So the difference is with an S.
Okay.
And to some people, you know, when I first heard it, I'm like, what is an S? Like what? But then when I actually looked into it, you know, what Young Prince is saying is that Afrobeat should be left alone for the legend
Who founded Afrobeat?
who founded Afrobeat.
Yeah.
That is, say his name for me.
Fela Anikulapo.
Who is a legend. And then he's saying that the rest of, you know, the artists now, you know, Wizkid, Davido, all the Afrobeat artists, their genre should be called Afrobeats. And he went on to even tag iTunes, Spotify, saying that, you know, because he finds it to be a big issue that he just wants everybody to be aware and be educated. You know, if you know anything about Young Paris, he's very intellectual, very intelligent, and he's all about doing things for
Africa.
the culture. He's signed to Rock Nation, Jay-Z's Rock Nation. So what do you guys think about that?
I don't think about him until today. I don't even know who this guy is.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry. Yes. He's
guy.
looking like who did it and why again. But the last time we spoke about Mr. Easy, I gave him a seat. Remember, I gave him a seat. I'm about to give him a seat. He needs to sit down.
Yeah.
A full stadium full of seats. It's like, who cares? Like, I don't understand why people always want to define what you're doing.
Exactly.
If I'm like, let's say I'm making gospel music and you don't hear the word God or Jesus in it, it doesn't mean it's not gospel. It could be like a good inspirational song, and I'm trying to call it gospel because it's for the good, right? It's the same thing. If he wants to call the music that he's making Afrobeat, good for him. That's what he want to call it. Who are you to define what another person's artistry is? Do you know what I'm saying? How about you go make song? Because I don't know who you are. So go make a hit song, come back in 3 years, and we could talk. Other than that, leave Mr. Easy alone. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, just so you know, he's been signed to Rock Nation before Tiwa Savage, before a lot of people.
And what happened?
So, I mean, he's still signed to them. He has good music. No, I just want to, I'm
Name
not
three.
defending anyone. I'm just
true. I know who
stating
this guy is.
what the facts of his music, what the facts of
And
what
he
he
makes
is.
good
And he
music.
performs
Name
all,
three.
he performs all over. I know
Exactly.
several of his
I'm
music. Personally,
waiting.
I know. Maybe you don't know,
So
but I
name
know.
three.
But it's okay. What do you think about
Exactly.
it, Ivy?
Yo, Charlie, you look a bit shook, Charlie.
I am sure because I don't because it's like one thing I hate is when somebody's trying to come for another person. Like, sit down. All right, go ahead.
I think is this really controversy? Like, this is just nonsense. Like, I'm glad that you explained it. I did not know that Afrobeat was just for the person who founded it. I think that's amazing. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? I feel like if you have time to be, if you're an artist or you're a person or you're creative or you're whatever, entrepreneur, and you have time to be criticizing how someone, a slight S, a missing S on something, that means that you're not doing enough work. How about you go and do some work, do some music, do some photo shoots. What's happening? Why are we talking about this? This is so dumb. Like, dude, like, I don't even understand why you have the time. Like, if I was, seriously, I don't got the time to be talking about somebody calling themselves an attorney or a lawyer.
Because they want
I
attention,
don't
they
care.
want publicity. Because
Yeah,
now we're
that's
talking
true.
about him.
That's true. It's PR. Well, you won. You won. You got something. You got a couple minutes.
Well, I like you said, I think it's for publicity. That's the first agenda, because defining what it is really not necessary, but it is actually, to an extent, what it is in dictionary and in Google. Like, Afrobeat is attributed to Fela. It started in 1970s, and it has it's combinations. When you talk about Afrobeat music, we're talking about contemporary African sound. We're talking about saxophone, trumpet, heavy metals and stuff. And it's attributed to Fela, heavy metal, not Koko. It's attributed to Fela and Anikulapo Kuti. So what Young Paris was trying to say is that Afrobeats, which is also on the internet, is the subs of Afrobeat. Afro-pop, Afro-jazz, Afro-fusion.
I love how you explain. You're explaining it even better than I did.
Yeah.
Afro-house. There's so many combinations. And what we do today is Afrobeats. That is like, you know, from the origin, but not exactly. If you want to do Afrobeat, you should listen to Fela. You should listen to some of Wizkid's old songs that are very, you know, with a lot of sax. The one that Femi Kuti featured Wizkid, stuff like that. So what we do now, we have some hip-hop in our sound. We have some what is it called again?
It's more global.
It's more global. Some reggae, some dancehall.
Latin
So that is
music.
not, you don't call that Afrobeat. You call that
Afro
Afrobeats
beats.
because it has Afro fused with something. Even Davido calls his song Afrofusion.
Yeah.
Because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because
And
he
he knows-
fuses other sound into Afro. So when you say Afrobeats, yes, they are all on the Afrobeats. But Afrobeats belongs to Fela. That's just my take
How
on
about
that.
how about we
And-
all focus
and-
on making good music?
I
Yeah,
understand
like-
what you're saying.
Because I don't like the whole putting people in the box and defining it. And since he's so good at defining things, can he define that outfit? Like, what are you wearing? Define that.
Well, okay, so
He looks cool.
Yeah,
so,
me
Nice
too.
pajama set.
So I think
You don't
that
look bad.
Charlie, you need to do a little bit of homework on Young Paris. He's a
Okay.
great artist, and his music is exceptional. I think he's, in my opinion, he's so dope that we're not even ready for him yet. Like
Yeah. His
he's
music-
the
he has good music.
future.
I've heard
No,
his
I
songs.
agree.
He's the
No,
future.
I
He
agree.
has his own style.
Yeah.
He has his own. Everything about him is different. When you see him perform, you're gonna be like so glued to him. He does have a lot of songs. He has songs with Tiwa Savage, with a lot of different,
Ricardo Banks.
Your Wine, Destined. He has an album out. All of that.
Thank you for the advice.
But hold on a second.
Thank
Let
you
me
for
say what I
advice.
was gonna say.
I know I have to do a lot of homework. I know that I have to do a lot of homework on a lot of things. Young Prince is not just one of them.
Young Paris.
Yeah, Paris. Young Paris. Young Paris is not one of them.
But the reason,
So, but
the
thank you for the
reason-
advice, though.
The reason why Young Paris brought all of this up is because Mr. Easy has been, and I love Mr. Easy. First, let me make this clear. I love both artists. Like, Mr. Easy is the ISH. Like, I saw him perform in Ghana and I was like going crazy. But Mr. Easy has been going around saying that people are stealing his sound. He's been accusing other artists of so it's not like Young Paris was just sitting in his house one day and said, I'm gonna
It
attack
sounds like
Mr.
that.
Easy today. No, it's not. Mr. Easy has been taking jabs at people, saying Mr. Easy even said that because he performs in London, other artists are performing in London.
I heard that.
And that had me like,
that was
what
so
Easy?
disgusting.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
sorry to
People
say
have
that.
been performing
he was like,
in London
since,
for
he
years.
said since I've started performing in London, it's like I've given other artists the opportunity to travel to London to perform. I'm like, what?
And don't get me wrong, I'm taking nothing away from Easy. He is also the future of Afrobeats, with an S, I should say. And he's done great so far, and he has more to come. And of course, he's under Wizkid, a living legend.
Can I just put out something for the records? You just called the name Wizkid, and Wizkid just broke another record last night.
I watched that.
And the Royal Albert Hall in London, he's
Yes.
the first Nigerian artist to ever shut down the whole arena. It was sold out.
Yes,
Last
yes,
night.
yes.
Since you don't clap, give snaps now.
Yes, snap! Charlie,
No,
snap!
Wizkid actually sold out last
Good
night.
job, Wizkid.
And it was a very perfect
They
performance.
wouldn't even let him perform. Like, everybody was screaming.
Screaming his
I cried
songs.
when I was watching. I
It
had
was amazing. I
goosebumps
watched
talking
all
about
of
it.
And where was
extremely.
him when all of this was
Young
happening?
Paris is an American artist. He's not
I'm
a
talking
British
about London.
artist, so he
Yeah, so
wasn't in
I-
London.
I want to
Charlie
know
is
what-
the ultimate hater.
So I just want to make it clear that Young Paris didn't just sit in his house one day and just say, I'm going to come in this Easy. He said that to
thought about it.
rectify what Easy has been saying
somebody
by
ask,
saying that. No, but if we're all honest, I mean, just imagine.
I'm not gonna imagine.
Just
nothing.
imagine that someone said, Charlie's the first person ever to do a talk show or something like that. You know, they're all artists. So Young Paris has the right to defend something that he loves, something that he does. And I do agree with what Paris said, that Afrobeat, unless you're doing music like Fela, then you're not doing Afrobeat. You are doing Afrobeats which like T Money said, is
Yeah, I
a fusion
understand that.
of different kinds of, you know.
Sounds.
To be
But-
honest, I'm glad that we had a discussion because at first I thought it was dumb, but then now as you guys are
It's just
talking, both of you guys
defining-
are
yeah,
defining.
defining what
I
it
didn't
is.
know that fella
I mean,
was
how would you
Afrobeat
feel
founder.
if? How would you feel if you mentor something, even if you're not alive, bless fella so, and your generations is supporting and praising that thing, and someone else just comes from nowhere and want to claim ownership or want to define it in a different way? You know, clarity is necessary
right.
sometimes.
And do you know how many fans
Okay.
of Mr. Easy? How many fans of Mr. Easy that I bet you, I would bet $5,000 on this, that several Mr. Easy fans don't even know who fella is.
Yeah, that's a
They
shame.
don't. You know what I mean? Because it's a totally new generation. So what Young Prince is doing is actually very good because he's
Highlighting fella.
educating a whole culture. He's educating Africans, non-Africans
Okay.
on the definition of Afrobeat.
You're right.
And it's important because in the
job.
future, you know, just like how we talk about rock and roll now and blue, people don't even know that rock and roll was started by African Americans. Right
know,
now,
that's true.
Caucasians get credit for it.
Yes.
And that's why it's important that people like Young Paris do
And the
things
new
like this
generation
to
understand
educate
what it
people
is.
Yeah.
to understand what it was. But the media kind of dragged into it. The fans dragged into it. They made it bigger than what it was. Young Paris did a video on his Instagram throwing away his Mr. I wish we had that video.
What?
He did Young Paris posted a video on Instagram of
How
him
to listen to Wizkid?
how to listen to
And
Mr. Easy
Mr. Easy and threw it in the
threw it in
trash?
the trash.
All right.
You
I'm
know,
about to put
but
somebody in the trash.
No, that's not necessary. No.
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
That
But
wasn't necessary.
Yeah, that wasn't necessary.
Yeah. All right, so let's move
but
on.
it is what it is. But anyway, just wanted to talk about that because it was all over the blogs.
So you want to say thank you to Young Paris?
Well, we should. We all should be thanking him. We all should be thanking him for educating us.
Okay.
You
You know, some
guys-
of us already knew, but a lot of people, even Ivy
I
just
didn't know.
admitted that she didn't know the difference. So it's good to educate people on what the difference is.
Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, Paris.
Well, speaking of education, you know, South African TV presenter Kai, I'm gonna get dragged for this, Mbau, she just got a whole bunch of plastic surgery. And the thing is, I wasn't disturbed by it. You know, she spent like, I don't know what, well, Ren, like 95,000 Ren, and
South
then,
African rands,
and
yeah.
then,
which is approximately 2.5 million
Which is
Nigerian
not
rands.
bad.
which is only $6,993.
Yeah, that's the regular price.
That's not a lot of
Which
money.
I was like, okay, maybe I need to fly down there and get, zipped and tucked. Let me tell you, like, when these start dropping, I'm gonna get it. So she got a boob job, she got some lipo. The thing is, when I started looking into it, and the reason that she filmed it is because
So
she's trying to
those
launch.
marks are what? That's what she looks after the lipo?
No, she's they're like, that's the area the doctors are gonna lipo, which is like nothing. She's getting like a
Okay.
waist reduction. Whatever. What I thought was interesting is that she's actually had a history of getting plastic surgery. She's lightened her skin. She got nose job. And the thing is, she said the reason that she's getting all this plastic surgery is because she's a dream seller. And I was like, what's a dream seller? Like, what does that mean? She said that she's an illusion. She wants to be the represent. She's like, she gave the example of Father Christmas. She's like, you never see Father Christmas in a purple suit? Said, no, you always see Father Christmas in a red suit. She's like, so when you see me, I don't care how old I am, I'm going to be looking snatched.
Okay,
I was like-
I'll give her some snaps
I
for
know,
that.
I was like,
Okay.
A dream seller? Okay,
Okay.
I see it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at this at all.
At all, right?
Many people have surgeries for different reasons, and according to Dr. Jensen.com, it's to boost self-esteem, turn back the hands of time to look younger, to make their partners happy, which I don't agree. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
that's a bad-
I don't like that at
yeah,
all.
that's a really bad reason
And
to get
also for
surgery.
vanity. So for me, if I have the coins, I'm definitely getting some few things done.
Really?
And when I do, yes, 6 packs. And when I, hashtag 6 because right now I have a brick wall, so I want 6 packs. But the thing is like I'm doing it, and I don't want anybody to judge me for it. I'm very like I'm a fan of when you do something and it doesn't affect the next person, go for it. Like I'm a
Yeah,
big
I'm
fan
with
of
you.
that. So if she's grown, she knows what she's getting herself into. If she want to do it, kudos to her. She's not hurting the next
She's already
person.
done it.
Well, good. Do more. Do more.
already
So
done
I'm a big fan of
she's
that.
beautiful though.
Go
she's,
for it.
she's,
Go for
she's,
it.
She's very attractive. She's beautiful. A lot of people know her. She's very popular. And I don't think this is a problem. It's her choice. You know, if she wants to look sexy and feel good about herself, like you said, self-esteem and every other thing. If it's for herself, if it's not for any other guy or any other person, then
Like she's
No problem.
I just want to know where she
problem.
went for her nose job, just so I don't ever go there or refer anyone to go there, because this face right here
shade.
does not look like surgery face. That's all that I'm saying. I'm
Oh,
all for
she also
plastic
worked on her
surgery,
face?
but
I think so.
mean,
Wait, let me see.
Unless she hasn't, because if she's worked on her face, that does not look
She
good.
got a lot of stuff
She
done.
should get a
the,
refund.
the thing that she said was, I want to sell dream.
Yeah.
But if you keep doing it and doing it, you're going to end up selling nightmares. like you
True,
can't.
true.
Love it, Steph.
You know what I mean? That's not. But you know what I mean? It's like don't
over Little Kim.
wait, the list can go on and on. It's just
And-
not little
yeah,
kids.
yeah.
On and on. So it's
Yeah.
like when you're doing it, do your homework. Once again, I'm saying this again. Do your homework. Know exactly what you're getting yourself into, and don't come
But
back
you see,
looking
the
like
thing with
you're
plastic
looking.
surgery is like it's almost like
addictive.
tattoos. It's addictive. You get your nose fixed, and
And
then
you're getting all the compliments, and you
know,
love it. Mhm.
Yeah, or you look in the mirror and you're like, you know what? It's just slightly crooked here. Let me go and fix it that way. And then next thing you know, you've had 5 nose jobs and you look like Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? I mean that's literally what it is. It's like tattoos and piercings. You just get addicted. And then there's always new things coming out. Like first for breast implants they had saline, then they had silicone, and then they had like silicone gel. Now they have
Yazzie
like
knows a
hush
lot.
puppy, and then they have
What do
this,
you mean?
and
Wait,
they
wait.
have
There's
that,
hush puppy.
and
Is it hush puppy surgery?
that make
there's like a breast, like a special. I don't know what it's
Wait,
called. It's
let me look
something
this
hush
up.
or puppy. I don't know.
Hush
It's something.
Like the name is Hush Puppy?
No, the name. It's the type of. You know when you're doing breast implants, there's a type of thing that
We
they
don't know.
insert.
I don't know exactly.
Okay. Okay. So,
No, like, no.
so the thing that they someone Googled the different type of breast implants.
Oh, yeah.
But if it will come up if you Google it. But I know
maybe
that
our viewers can help us. If you know
Yes.
anything about surgeries, just comment below. We want to know.
That's
So
like
there's silicone,
that's saline.
saline,
That's silicone.
Hush
That's
Puppy.
silicone gel. And
Is
then
there
there's-
Charlie type? Is
there
there Charlie?
might.
And there's
So
cement
they might have
and
sand.
sand.
There's cement.
Okay, can we be real? I've seen
real?
the underground surgeries. They come out looking like.
They come up.
Block.
No, there was a woman in Miami who she went to a hotel and she got cement injected in
Oh,
her
that's
behind.
sad.
Are you kidding me?
Because they go to all these cheap places
They go
to
to
get
cheap
it done
places.
for,
They
you
should-
know, $3.99,
Yeah.
and they come out and they look
$3.99.
horrible.
Yeah.
Like it's so
Wow.
sad. So I hope that she doesn't go overboard.
But you know
with
what
it.
she said? The reason that she
Wow.
said that she filmed it is because she's trying to introduce a show like, you know how we have US like Botched, and like other plastic surgery shows like Dr. 90210. She wants to do one for South Africa.
I found it. So it's called
Oh,
Gummy Bear Breast Implants. That's what it's
Oh, it's
called.
not Hush Puppy.
Gummy Bear. But I thought it was Hush Puppy. You know, with the bear.
know, it's
There's
weird.
like Gummy Bear. And it's called that because they maintain their shape even when the implant shell is broken. There's like
Oh, the implant shell
textured.
can get broken.
Must I
course.
beg? I don't know now.
You know
Let's
what?
go ask her.
No, it's like a. It's
I'm
like,
just
you know,
asking.
implants
Yeah,
are
I
like
guess,
like
yeah.
balls of
Yeah.
stuff. So if
Yeah,
you can
it's
compress
like a-
it and then
Yeah.
just.
But does it feel good though? Like as a
You're supposed to be
guy?
the number one
I know,
playboy now.
shouldn't
You
you?
No,
should be
I don't do
selling
too
out.
much. No, I don't do too much,
you
man.
date flat chested girls.
No, I know. The other day you were teaching me about D cup, C cup, F
So
cup.
I think when people do it to impress others is when it gets very
Becomes a
dangerous.
problem.
It becomes a problem because it's
Yeah.
like, you know, then you keep going on. You know, what if your next man wants bigger boobs? Are you gonna then go do another boob?
You should always do it for yourself.
For yourself.
Then
For
also
yourself.
for medical reasons, like for health reasons, is it perfectly okay, like 100%? Because I know everything has a
it's
bad
not.
side.
There's always
because
side
yesterday in
effects.
the news here in New York, there was a young girl that said they said she went in for plastic surgery and I think they gave her overdose of the anesthetics and she died.
So do you know what's funny
saw it in
that
the news.
most people that die from plastic surgery do not die from the surgery. Most of them die from the
Overdose.
anesthesia. Some people cannot handle the anesthesia, can potentially be allergic to the anesthesia,
Could just
and
block
then
your
also
heart-
sometimes
heart
after
rate.
like infections from the. It's not actually the actual surgery that
kills them.
That kills them.
And
Yeah.
you know, she also talked about she was afraid of the anesthesia too, and she said that because you know anesthesia like it stays in your body for a while, like it's like weird. Our body doesn't process it well. So she mentioned that too, and she's a plastic surgery, you know, I say plastic surgery
There are
vixen.
people that are actually addicted to that because
Yeah.
it's like they go to bed, you wake up, and then you have a new face.
Has anyone?
It's like
yeah,
beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Has anyone here been on the anesthesia for any type
No.
of surgery? No.
No.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Okay. Well, I've had surgery and I've been under anesthesia for like medical reasons. And when I woke up, it was a very horrible feeling. Like I didn't like how I felt at all. It took me a second to even remember to like realize it's literally like you died and woke up.
Yeah, you died and woke up.
That's
what
how I
it is.
literally, I didn't like it, and
shuts
the
down- it
feeling,
shuts down
I
the
would never
cells.
want to feel like that again, and you feel funny for like 3-4 days. Well,
if
me
you,
at least.
If you watch
Wow.
the show Badged, like when they put them under that, they're dead, basically. It's
Yeah.
like dead. And then sometimes in the middle of the surgery, they start to wake up. And it's like when you start to wake up, you start to feel all the pains, and then they have to give them more to shut them down
You know,
again.
I saw a
Whoa.
story like
Listen.
that.
Yeah.
A nurse punched the patient because she didn't want to give him more anesthesia. He was coming
People
up,
are
so she
addicted
just
to
punched
that.
him. So
For
he
real,
could-
that really
yes,
happened?
That really
Oh my
happened.
God.
But you see, she was probably scared that if she
She
gave
didn't
him
wanna
more
give more.
anesthesia, then he can
Yeah,
he can
because
die
of
from
the,
it.
the dosage.
You know, but what I do like about what she's doing is, you know, in the African world, we're comfortable with surgery because we live in the Western world, but a lot of people in Africa are still not. It's still relatively new there. So I'm glad when I see people with platforms, people that are well known, bringing it to light,
Yes.
because they need to open up to it. They need
And
to
have
get
that
used to it.
conversation.
No,
There's-
I don't like. No. The
Excuse
reason
me?
I like her surgery is because she's letting you know, like, you can't look like me. Don't try. I've gotten tons of work done, but like, I don't want there to be more plastic surgery in Africa.
No, I
because
want
it's more
no, I
natural
think, no.
beauty. People
Hold
are
on,
naturally
hold
beautiful.
on.
Let her make
I-
her point.
All right.
No,
You-
people
she
are
made her point.
naturally. No, I didn't. People are naturally beautiful, and here, like, people feel like everybody.
You have to
all
fix
my,
yourself.
You have to fix
It's a
yourself.
Western thing.
And it's a Western thing to always fix
Oh my
yourself.
goodness.
And
It's
a Western
then
thing.
all my friends got nose jobs when they turned 16.
I don't want to hear
like,
that
stuff
BS.
like that.
It's not a
nonsense.
Western thing. Not everything
It's a
is
Western
Western thing. It's not.
Yes,
People
it
been
is.
tweaking. Hold on. People been tweaking and doing things way back. Even in Africa, they do it. They do it. We might not call it plastic
No, but we don't have
surgery.
the technology then.
But hold on.
What are they doing?
It's a Western
Excuse
thing,
me.
bro.
Plastic surgery is you changing something that you didn't like from like when you were born. They do it all the time.
No.
I would rather have her have that conversation. That way you know, okay, so this is what I'm doing, and there's side effects to it. That way when you're going into it, you know exactly what
Yeah,
you're
that's
doing.
understandable.
I want
That's
people to
but
have
not
conversations.
promote
I
it
want-
and ask
I don't want
everybody
people
to
to
do
promote
it.
it.
That's what she's
Well,
saying.
People are doing
Well,
it regardless.
listen,
People are having sex. People are doing plastic. People are doing things. So I'd rather have people come forward with this so people will know. I'd rather do that.
Plastic surgery, people, Charlie's right, people are doing it. She didn't say that don't do it or do it. Plastic surgery is always a personal preference. But in the African community, we just shun it. I agree with you, Africans were so beautiful, especially in Africa. But if I have a triple D breast and I want to reduce them, I shouldn't feel like if you live in Ghana, for example, you might feel ashamed to even talk about wanting to go do it because you feel like everybody's gonna be like, or maybe if I'm very, very flat-chested, which some women are flat like a board, and I just wanna have a little cleavage. Let's say I
There's
only wanna
nothing
be
wrong
an
with
A
that.
cup. Let's say I even wanna be a B cup. I shouldn't feel pressured or feel scared or feel intimidated to want to do it because I'm African.
Most
That's,
pe-
you know,
most people-
it shouldn't.
most people that-
It should be done and be done for the right reasons. If I've had 4 kids and my stomach is Father Christmas, and I've been working out, and it's not going away because this really does happen a lot, and I'm already insecure about my body, I shouldn't feel like, oh, I'm beautiful just like this. No, I should be able to feel how I want to feel. If I want to
Get it
tuck it
done?
in, it should be nothing wrong
But
with
to
it.
me, I guess plastic surgery, because I agree with you on those points, but I guess for me, I just don't want it to turn like here. I don't think you guys understand. I went to a school with a whole bunch of, half the school was Jewish. As soon as they turned 16, everybody got their nose done.
Like it was
it
a
was like
normal
like
thing,
it was
like
normal.
it's the protocol.
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
like a protocol.
But do you know?
But it's
But
not,
do you know
it's not
something?
up to
Who
you.
are they trying to
Hold on,
look
hold on.
like?
But
White?
It's not up to you to
You're
tell.
not white. You're Jewish.
But hold on, it's not up to you to tell me what's wrong with my nose or not.
But I'm saying society has told them that their nose is wrong. That's
Yeah.
why they're getting it done. That's why I don't want that attitude to go
No,
to
but that's
Africa.
not why everybody gets it done.
That is exactly why everybody gets
No,
it
that's
done.
not why everybody gets it done.
People talk about they need
No,
nose
that's not why
patches.
everybody gets it done.
No.
Sometimes you look in the mirror and you're not confident enough. You
No,
look in the
what,
mirror.
they want to look more white, and that's what they're doing.
It's not
I don't
more
think you're-
white.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not more
What-
white.
what-
But you know,
what-
you
It's
guys
not
can't
more
just
white.
you
What
guys
are you
can't just
talking
have your
about?
point and stand
But it's
to.
not more white because white people blow up their lips
But
to look
it's
like
okay,
black.
but
It's not
Kelly,
all white.
you
But
guys
it's-
cannot
it's-
just be
it's
so
just
adamant
how you-
about your points.
It's just how you see what beauty is.
You
so
know
if you
why?
think beauty is what it's big lips.
But everybody's getting
Wow.
plastic surgery to look the same, right? Everyone's getting their ass
But
done.
it's
Everyone's doing this.
okay
Everyone's getting something the same. Everyone's trying to
Not
blur to the
everybody.
same. Yes. Yes.
Not
But
everybody.
it's okay for Ivy to have that opinion, and
And
it's
you have
okay
your
for
own
Charlie to have
opinion.
that
That's
opinion.
So
The
you
two
can't
of
say
you
it's
don't
not,
have
it
to
is, it's
agree.
not, it is. People have reasons, different
Yeah.
reasons for everything
Yeah,
that they
I
do.
said what I said, and I'm not changing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
So
that's
that is
fine.
you.
Yeah.
People have
Absolutely
different
nothing wrong
reasons
with
for
it.
everything they do.
And I agree with you to a point, Ivy, because I've noticed now that like even when you look on social media, when you look at the models, all the models look the
Everybody
same.
got their ass done.
Like
Everyone
all
has
the
the same
models.
skin
That's
tone.
what
Yeah.
All the
beauty is.
models. All the
Beauty
models.
changes.
Like,
It
And I look
No.
at it and I'm like, they have the same lips, the
Everyone
same
has.
nose.
That's why I
same
like how you look,
hairstyle
Yazzie,
even.
and that's why I love how you look.
Oh,
let's
thank
be honest.
you.
Yazzie is not only gorgeous, but like you have an exotic face. You have an
Thank you.
African face.
Exactly.
Like, gee, if you were born here, like wait, were you
I
born?
was born in Ghana.
But wait, were you born? If you were born here, you might even want to change your skin tone. You might want to even get like a humongous thigh or whatever. Like
It's the
girls
thing
here,
about-
everybody looks the same.
It's a thing about
Everybody's
beauty. And
blurring.
it's a thing about beauty and trends. It changes all the time.
Yeah.
Back in the days, it was like twiggy,
have a
skinny, fashion models, skinny. Now we see more. It changes.
Everybody
it varies.
looks the
So
same.
it's how you feel, and if you feel
No, it's
like
not how you
It's
feel.
not
You're
how you feel.
contradicting yourself. Can
Everybody
I drop a
looks
point?
No.
It's not how you feel because you
said
just
trend.
said trend.
I
So
just said
which
trend.
means you're
Hold on.
following the trend. It's
No,
not how
hold
you
on.
feel.
No, I'm
you.
saying
Are you
there's a
getting the
hold
point?
on. I'm saying it's a trend that is there. But then again, it's if I want to be skinny, I'll go and do whatever I want to do to be skinny. Not
But-
everybody
but
want to
maybe
be
skinny
skinny.
is a trend.
Not everybody want to be skinny though. But if I want to look voluptuous, then I'll go do it to look voluptuous because that's what I see beauty as. It's how you see it. How you see it might be different from how the
How
next
other people
person
see
sees
it.
it. And that's all I'm saying. It's not white or it's not. Like honestly, it's not a white thing or a black thing. It's just beauty in general. Because when you go to Ghana,
Right
Nah, I
now,
don't
what's
accept that.
trending
It's
for
society.
America? Right now, what's trending for America?
It's different
though,
from what's trending
It's
back
black.
home.
Like most people that want to get surgery want to look black. And I say that because they all want to get these lips that I got from my daddy.
You know.
Voluptuous lips. You know what I'm saying? Then they want to get this booty that I get from my mom, from my Fonty side. Because, like you said, being curvy is what's trending now, and
Yeah.
black girls it's being black is what's trending now. Kylie Jenner is the prime example.
I
Kim
know.
Kardashian. They all want to be black, and all their fans want to be like them. So what is trending now in America is being black, but that's only in America. But I wanted to emphasize on something you said that I'm guessing you're like 25, 26 now. You're in your mid-20s. All your friends at 16 were getting their nose jobs. This is basically at least 8 years ago, let's just say. This just goes to show how long people have been doing plastic surgery. I mean,
yeah,
I've
for
met
In the
people
Western world.
that have told me that I met people even from like Colombia, from different parts of the world. They're like, oh yeah, I got my boob job 30 years ago. And I'm like,
Wow.
you know,
They
so,
got it done
and that goes
immediately.
back to what Charlie was saying, is that it's been
It's been
getting
there.
done.
If it's
But not
Social
in
media,
Africa.
because we don't have the
social media.
coins, we
But
rather
We don't have the
believe in
technology,
Africa,
the
then go
money.
get it somewhere
Hold on.
else.
But I'm saying he keeps saying it's not there in Africa. If we have the
all this
coins
time.
and the equipment and it's there,
it's happening
it's
now.
there.
It's
like
happening
right
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
It's
right now you could
popular.
just walk and then you could do it, right? If it's in front of us in Africa, a lot of people that I even know personally would have done it.
Yeah.
Would have done it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
You know now that actually, like now you can actually get plastic surgery done without anesthesia. Like you can be without sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
can
saw
be
that.
up and get plastic. That's how popular.
Yeah.
So the only
People
difference
do it
is
on
it's
their lunch
popular now.
breaks.
Like I'm gonna say something, people are not gonna like it most. You know, for a long time, people have been dying over Colombian women, Dominican women,
Brazilian
Brazilian
women.
women.
Get a lot of
What
plastic
people
surgery.
don't know is it's all plastic surgery. They start getting plastic surgery at like 12 years old. When you're 12, you get your first boob job. You know, like
They
when you're
get it
16,
super
you get an
young, you're
ass.
right.
Yeah.
They do.
Well, shout out to her
so-
and keep doing you. Just don't go overboard. And
My African women, if you want to get your surgery, do your surgery. Just do your research. Don't get surgery because you want to look like Kim K. Don't get surgery because you want to look this way for your boyfriend. Look at yourself and say, you know what, I want to enhance this. I want to, for me, do it for yourself and do your research. Simple.
bam, you're watching Mina TV. This
Check
is
it out.
ABS. We out.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.